From Sage Canyon Neighborhood Park, this is the championship for Dmll Little League between the American representative and the National. The National being the Brewers and the American is the Blue Jays. The home team is the Brewers. Let's get their positions. Out in left field is number 4, Arthur Noller. Center field is number 9, Jason Chernholm. Right field, number 5, Connor Dunham. And a first pitch to Charlie Miller is low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. We'll get the rest of the infield part of the lineup when we get a chance. The next pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. On the hill, number 7, Justin Deal. 1-1 to count to Charlie Miller. The 1-1 delivery is a little high and inside. A little bit over his head, actually. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. This one is hit to left field, shallow left field for a base hit for Charlie Miller. So Charlie Miller is aboard with a single to lead off the game for the American League champions, the Blue Jays. It'll bring it to bat number 3, Peter Nelson, playing center field to start off the game. A lot of these players will switch positions. And again, you're talking about 10, 11, and 12-year-olds. Little League Baseball, the objective is to learn as many positions as you can. And a nice bunt. Going to be a tough play. The throw to first is not in time. It's actually over the first baseman. And now going all the way over to third is Charlie Miller. And an infield single for Peter Nelson. So they start off the game with 2 base hits, and that was a beautiful bunt. Here's Max Isaacman. Isaacman, the pitcher for the Blue Jays. So already the Blue Jays are in a great position here. They got runners at the corners, first and third, threatening here in the top half of the first inning. The pitch is bunted at, and it's a strike. However, going down to second base is Peter Nelson. So now they really have them both in scoring position. It's second and third. Chance for Isaacman to cash in for his ball club. The pitch by Deal is outside, and out is 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike to Max Isaacman. And Isaacman is hit by the pitch, and that'll load him up. So the Blue Jays have, as Dick Enberg would say, a player at every pillow. First, second, and third. Bases juice for Jack LaFaro, the catcher. Stepping in from the right side. Golden opportunity here for the Blue Jays. Deal's pitch. Oh, it's a beautiful one there. And it's 0-1. Looked like a changeup on that pitch. Deal needs to pull out the arsenal here to get out of the major jam. Jack LaFaro and the Blue Jays trying to put some runs across the board first. Remember, they lost in the first game between these two teams, so this is game 2. The Blue Jays win, and they win the championship. Correction, I should say. If the Brewers win, they will win the championship, and the Blue Jays would have to win 2 games in order to win that championship. Correction on that one. Fouled away by LaFaro. And now Deal has 2 strikes on him. But if you're in that position, the Blue Jays, you want to try and get some runs early. Put the pressure on the Brewers. Inside, gets away from the catcher. Nobody's going to try to come home as that ball stayed around home plate. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Jack LaFaro. The 2-2 delivery is a slow roller, but it is foul behind home plate. So it stays at 2-2. Adam Glick is on deck. Deal has the one he wants, comes to the plate, ground ball, tough play, but it is fouled down the third baseline. So again, LaFaro, a little bit behind, and Deal has that ability to take something off of the pitch, and LaFaro trying to measure it up. 2-2, still the count. The 2-2 delivery is outside for ball 3, and now it's 3-2. So now Deal knows the deal, so to speak. Excuse the pun. Is it's bases loaded, he has to come with a strike here, otherwise he gives up a run. And he doesn't come with a strike, so LaFaro and the Blue Jays lead now 1-0. Charlie Miller comes around. Isaacman is at second. LaFaro aboard with a walk. And they want to have a talk with Deal. Let's get the rest of that defensive arrangement for the Brewers. Over at first base is Corinna Whirl. Over at second base is Ben Jackal. Shortstop is M.J. Metz. And over at third base is Kevin Kampfer. Adam Glick, the batter. Glick waved at one down way too low, and it's no balls and 1 strike. He helped Justin Deal out on that. In this position, you're trying to get runs in. You don't want to help him out. Wanted to hold up on that one, but he offered anyway, and now it's 0-2 to Adam Glick. 1-0. Jays lead here the top half of the first inning on a bases-loaded walk. Pitch to Glick is down too low for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next one a little bit wild, and now it's 2-2. If you're Justin, you want to try to get this strikeout here. But you're now beginning to help out Adam Glick and the Jays. It is behind him. And now it is ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Justin having a hard time of it here in the early going. Bases loaded. 3-2 to count. This one is hit into center field. Center field will turn home, and 1 run will come in. As they throw it to second, and they are able to get it out there. But Nelson comes in. Camden Yu, the batter. Pitch is inside. And it's a fake, and they come home. But there's an out recorded at the plate of Jack LaFaro, and now there's 2 outs. Trying to steal home. It was a double steal arrangement that time, as Adam Glick is down to second base. 2 outs. Good defense by the Brewers. But they are still behind in this game, 2-0. Deal has the pitch he wants. Comes to the plate, fouled away. Down too low, motoring over to third base, and being able to get there in time is Adam Glick in this 2-0 game. Gets away from the catcher Merrifield. Camden Yu trying to get another run with the Blue Jays here in the top half of the first inning. Pitch to him is waved at and missed. And the catcher couldn't get to it, but throws it to Corinna Whirl for the out. So that retires the side. It is 2-0 as we go to the bottom half of the first. The Blue Jays lead. In left field is Ryan Blakeman. Peter Nelson is in center field. Starting off in the top half of the first inning is Ben Jackal. Jackal hits it in right field, but a nice catch. And the second baseman ranging over to the line to make the play. Justin Deal, the batter. Pitch to Deal is outside for a ball. And Justin Deal gets a walk. Coming up now is number 11, MJ Metz. Throw to first base, not in time. Justin Deal takes off and goes down to second base. MJ trying to pick him up here with his team down 2-1. Or 2-0, I should say. Trying to make it 2-1. They sent Deal back to first base. Guess he took off too soon. Little League, you cannot go until it gets across home plate. Now he's going to try it. They throw down, and he slides in under the tag. So he gets second base nevertheless. Halfway around the diamond is Justin Deal. MJ trying to pick him up here. And an off-speed pitch. The ball. Down too low, so MJ Metz gets a walk. Bring it to bat, number 6, Kevin Camphor. Camphor started off the game playing third base. Hit hard. Shortstop has it. Throws to first, and he is safe at first base. Metz is out, trying to go to second. It's the second out. Justin Deal is now at third base. Corina Whirl, the batter. First pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes to Corina Whirl. Camphor standing at first base. Justin Deal at third. In this 2-0 game, the Blue Jays are enjoying the lead in here in the bottom half of the first inning. Next one's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Corina Whirl, only a 10-year-old, but can play. The only female in this game today. Down too low. So I was off on a balls and strikes, so that's ball 4. Oh, Corina Whirl now getting a walk. So now you got the bases loaded, and they want to have a discussion. Michael Perone, number 12, the batter. First pitch is inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Bases loaded for the Brewers. Next one to Perone is a strike in the low half of the strike zone. They throw to first base, back up Corinna World, but she doesn't go anywhere. One ball and 1 strike to Michael Perone. Pitch to Perone. He almost wanted to offer on that one, but decided not to. And that was a good decision. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Both pitchers throwing junk up there. Off-speed pitches. And the next one is a strike. So now it is 2-2 to Michael Perone with the bases loaded. Perfect opportunity here for the Brewers to get some runs. They're down by 2, 2-0. 2-2 delivery is waved at and missed. And the Blue Jays get out of the jam. So at the end of 1, it is Blue Jays 2, Brewers nothing. Number 8, Ryan Blakeman, the batter. Blue Jays getting 2 runs in the top half of the first inning. And it was the base hits that did the job for him, and an error and a player hit by the pitch. Able to get 2 runs across. Can Deal be a lot better here in the second inning? We'll see. He needs to, because his team is down by 2. Strike to Blakeman. Del Mar National Little League, Sage Canyon Neighborhood Park. I'm Greg G.K. Porter, and watching Blakeman go down on strikes. That is the first out of the inning. There was a mix-up with the lineup, and Ryan Blakeman is now up to bat. Hit down to third, and the throw across in time, and now there's 2 outs. Now I believe it's going to be Michael Babikian coming up now, but that's not going to be the case. And now they're going to decide. Little League Baseball, we'll be right back. Michael Babikian will step in as the lineup scenario is finally corrected. And both teams know what's going on here. The first pitch to Michael is low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs here in the second inning. Blue Jays lead 2-0. Hit down to first base, but it's going to be foul as Corina World gloves that one. 1-1 account to Michael Babikian. Michael wants to take a practice swing up there. And now, after getting some instructions, he's ready to go. Justin Deal rocks and deals to the plate. It's hit hard down to short. MJ Metz has it, goes across to Corina World, and that retires the side. So they go 3 up and 3 down after what turned out to be a long inning with the mix-up of the roster, but we got it all squared away here at Del Mar Little League. It's 2-0, Blue Jays over the Brewers. In the second inning, that's number 10, Ted Merrifield, the catcher, and he fouls it away at the plate, 0-1 to him. They've only been able to get a runner to third base, have the Brewers. And if the Brewers do not win this game, there will be a third game between these two teams in the series. Fouled away. So essentially it is the best 2 of 3. And the Brewers have already got the first one. They're down here in the second. And the next pitch is low for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ted Merrifield. Pretty good catcher, Ted Merrifield. Getting an opportunity to see his club for the second time. And he and Deal, really good battery as that one's fouled away. Still 1-2. Of course, as you notice by now, under overcast skies. But that's going to change here in the first weekend in June. And the championships of the leagues, little leagues, the many across the nation, and get started. And then we'll get to that all-star selections. Of course, there will be Tournament of Champions play, the best teams. These teams playing in the Coast Cities Championship. Fouled away again, and Ted Merrifield up there getting his cuts. This one is hit slowly down a first base line, and it goes foul. Didn't have this many umpires in the last game that we did with the Brewers when they played the Cardinals, but today it's a different deal. Full complement. And that is ball 4. Little Ted Merrifield working his way for a walk to get it started here for the Brewers. Here's number 3, Evan Galuzzi. Pitch to Galuzzi is low for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 delivery is hit hard past the second baseman and into center field. So going to second base is Ted Merrifield. Safely aboard is Evan Galuzzi with a single. Bradley Keel, the batter. So Keel has an opportunity to get a run to score. First pitch to him is low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. As Ted Merrifield is at second, Galuzzi's at first. Next one is waved at and missed. Now it's 1-1. Bradley Keel. Keel up for the first time today. Here in this second inning. This one is hit to the right side, but it's going to go foul. So 1-2 now is the count of Bradley Keel. A little bit behind on that pitch. Able to reach out and keep himself alive. Doesn't offer, but it is strike 3. First out of the inning. Here's number 9, Jason Chernholm. Again, Chernholm now up there with an opportunity to get a run across or more for the Brewers. And now Merrifield heads down to third as it gets away from the catcher, and Galuzzi follows him to second base. One ball and no strikes to count to Jason Chernholm. Down too low for ball 2. Chernholm out and ahead in the count. A golden opportunity. Try to get a run here. Again for the second inning in a row. Waved at and missed. Now it's 2-1. Looks down at his coach. And at third base. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jason. And that next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2, and now it's 2-2. Arthur Noller on deck. 2-2 the count to Jason Chernholm. 2-2 delivery, swung on and missed for strike 3. Second out of the inning now. It'll send up to bat Arthur Noller, number 4. Opportunity remains the same with runners at second and third. For Arthur Noller, and the first pitch is outside for a ball. Blue Jays leading 2-0 here in the second. I'm Greg G.K. Porter with George Langevin on the video camera, bringing his sights and sounds to first or second base, and he throws across the first in time, and their side is retired, and they strand 2, and it is still 2-0 Blue Jays over the Brewers. Now batting for the Blue Jays, Anthony Balsano. Start off the top of the third. First pitch is waved at and missed by Balsano. 0-1 a count. The next one by deal is a strike. 0-2 to Balsano. And that's way outside. Sometimes Justin losing his control. But overall, we have seen him now for over a game plus. And he is a good, solid pitcher for these Brewers. 2-2 now to count to Anthony Balsano. Luke Devanere is on deck. Waved at and he got a foul tip, but caught, and strike 3. So Balsano strikes out. Here's number 2, Luke Devanere. And one of the bats over there, not in the right position. Devanere from the left side. And a pitch to him is inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Next delivery is outside. 2-0 the count. 2 strikeouts so far for Justin Dmll in the game. Next one's a little high, and now it's 3 balls and no strikes. Three 0 the count to Devanere. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike to Luke, with Jared Smith on deck. This one's hit hard to center field. Center fielder coming up to make the short center field catch, and he cannot. And so aboard is Luke Devanere. Well, Jason Chernholm trying to range a little bit over to left field and make that catch, but just could not. And again, one of the things playing with the overcast, it's kind of tough to pick up the ball. Jared Smith, the batter, the bottom of the order. And he waves at the first pitch and doesn't get it. 0-1 count. Next pitch to Jared is low and outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Couple of errors have victimized the Brewers so far in this game. Fortunately, as that one is a strike, it has not allowed a run in that scenario. They've had a couple of them. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next one is inside. It's now 2-2. To Jared Smith. Next one is waved at and missed for strike 3. And now there are 2 outs. Here's Charlie Miller at the top of the order. He singled his first time up. Miller calls time. And Miller squares around a bunt. That ball is outside. Now moving down to second base is Luke Devanere. 1 ball and no strikes to Charlie Miller. 1-0 delivery is a strike, and now it's 1-1. Deal. Got a runner at second base, but there's 2 outs in the inning here in the third, trying to get out of a mini jam here. Took something off that pitch and that curveball. He's inside and down too low, so 2 balls and 1 strike to Charlie Miller. That fastball riding up too high now. 3 balls and 1 strike to Miller. Opportunity here to get another run as they lead 2-0. Hit foul at the plate, and now the count is full at 3-2. Miller making contact with a single his first time up, and he came around and scored. Trying to do it again. The pitch to him is hit to center field, and it's going to be a base hit. Rounding third to score, and safely at second is Charlie Miller, and he gets an RBI out of it. And now it is 3-0. Charlie Miller has done damage both times at the plate. Here's Peter Nelson. He singled his first time up. Again, if you just checked in after the strike to Peter Nelson, that the Blue Jays have to win this game in order to continue on and have a chance to win the championship. If they don't, the championship will go to the Brewers. But the Brewers have some work to do as they are down 3-0. Deal rocks, comes to the plate, down too low, but going to first base, and the out is recorded, and that retires the side. But the Blue Jays get a run, and they lead 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the third inning. And to start off the top of, or I should say the bottom of the third inning, this is the bottom of the third inning, is Connor Dunham. Dunham here in the bottom of the third. It's a strike to Dunham. Dunham at the bottom of the order. Brewers down by 3. Next pitch is outside. Max Isaacman has pitched a good game so far, and he comes to the plate and gets a strike. Now 2 strikes on Dunham. Down too low. Dunham wants to try to get aboard, get something going for his team who have been kept off the scoreboard, and this is exactly what he gets an opportunity to do with a walk. We go to the top of the order, and it's Ben Jackal. Jackal flying out. First time up. Jackal can't get that one as he fouls it away. Coming up there swinging against Isaacman. Pitching a shutout. Isaacman has the sign he wants. Comes to the plate. It's high and inside. On that curveball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ben Jackal. Justin Deal is on deck. Pitch to Ben is outside. They throw to first base. But getting back is Connor Dunham. Isaacman works to the plate, and it's fouled away now. Two and two, the count. 2-2 pitch on that curveball, just a little bit high. 3-2 down to Jackal. Isaacman doesn't want to lose him. The 3-2 delivery is down too low for ball 4. So now Jackal is aboard with Dunham at second base. Justin Deal. Here's number 7, Justin Deal, who walked his first time up with runners on first and second. The bunt, move the runners over, and a nice sacrifice bunt by Justin Deal. First out of the inning, but now you got runners at second and third. Here is MJ Metz. Metz, the shortstop. He walked his first time up, but didn't get a chance to come around and score as they threw him out as an attempt to go down to second. He hits it hard into left field. It hits the fence. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And MJ Metz has made this a 1-run ball game. It is 3-2. So now this is Kevin Kampfer stepping in with an opportunity here to tie the game up with a runner at second. Hits a slow roller down to the shortstop. And a throw across is in time for the second out of the inning. But there's a runner at third now in MJ Metz. Here is Corinna Whirl. And if you don't think she can make contact, think again. She walked the first time up. 2 down. It is 3-2 game here in the bottom of the third. Del Mar National Little League. Hardwood to short. Going to be a tough play. The throw to second is not going to be in time. 1 run will score. It is a tie game as Corinna Whirl is at first, and moving to third is Kevin Kampfer, or rather, that's correct. Kevin Kampfer is at third. Michael Perone, the batter. Kampfer at third. Corinna Whirl is at second now. Perfect opportunity for Michael Perone, who struck out his first time up here, to give his team the lead, who have come back after being down 3-0. And in this inning, they've tied it. Isaacman comes to the plate. Hit hard, pass the third baseman into left field. And a base hit and an RBI for Michael Perone. And they now lead 4-3 as Kevin Kampfer scored. Whirl is over at third. Tripped and fell there. And A head coach is talking to the umpire, not liking the situation and letting him know about it. Here's Ted Merrifield with the Brewers leading now 4-3. Isaacman still in the game. Merrifield walked his first time up. Golden opportunity with runners at the corners of first and third. Pitch to him is inside, and he just got out of the way of that one. Perone goes down to second now. Runners on second and third. The 1-0 delivery caught the inside corner, and it's 1-1. Ted Merrifield, an opportunity to give his team some insurance in this Dmll Little League game. Two and one now to count. Next one is low and outside for ball three. The runners will not advance. 3 balls and 1 strike to Ted Merrifield. Evan Galuzzi's on deck. Merrifield, number 7 man in the order, and Galuzzi, number 8. They bat 12. Fouled away at the plate. 3-2. It's the sun starting to shine now a little bit more. And it is definitely peeking its way out and doing that for the Brewers here in the bottom of the third. Curveball is inside for ball 4, and Merrifield will get a walk, his second of the game. And now the bases are loaded for Evan Galuzzi. Galuzzi singled his first time up. Isaacman taking his time to get that signal. Now he has it. And this one's hit hard. Shallow center field. 2 runs will come in. As moving over to third. Correction, 1 run comes in. Perone moves to third. Merrifield is at second. And, of course, Galuzzi's safe with that single. Here's Bradley Keel. Keel struck out his first time up. Galuzzi now has 2 hits in a game, and that last one turned out to be an RBI. Tough play, but making the play that time is Camden Yu. Here's Jason Chernholm. Struck out his first time up. And a curveball is a strike. Next one's down too low for a ball, and it's 1-1. And Jason Chernholm. Five to 3 and hit past the shortstop. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score now as they get 2 more in the inning, and it is 7 to 3. Here's Arthur Noller. Arthur Noller, the batter, 7-3. And down the first base line. First baseman, makes a nice play to retire the side. And so we'll go to the top of the fourth inning. It is at the end of 3, 7-3, Brewers. Top of the fourth inning. Stepping in is Mac Isaacman. Isaacman was hit by the pitch the first time up. Outside to him. 1 ball and no strikes. His team now has a lot of work to do as they're down by 4 runs after leading 3-0 coming in to that bottom half of the third inning. The Brewers scoring 7 runs, helping Justin Dmll out on the hill. His pitch is fouled away. But we've already seen that the Blue Jays can score runs. Let's see what they do to respond here. Down by 4. And outs are the thing that's going to start working against them. They only have 9 outs to work with. And a nice infield single by Max Isaacman. And Isaacman getting a chance to put that bat on the baseball for once in the game. And here's now Jack LaFaro. LaFaro now is the pitcher of current record. Although the loss would go to, if they don't catch up, would go to the man at first base, Isaacman. LaFaro walked his first time up. He didn't come around. Left on base. Outside to LaFaro. Next pitch is down too low to Jack LaFaro. Two balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 delivery is down too low for ball 3. Three and 1. Jack LaFaro. Adam Glick is on deck. And it's a little bit outside for ball 4. So now quickly the Blue Jays have runners on first and second to start off this fourth inning. Here's Adam Glick. He made contact the first time up in the first inning, but he didn't score. Needs to make contact here. Help his team out, down by 4. Hit down to third, he does. And an easy play by the third baseman. The throw to first is not in time. So if you're keeping score, 5U for the first down. Glick aboard on a fielder's choice. Here's Camden Yu, who defensively made a good play in that last inning. Weighs at a first pitch and doesn't get it. First weekend in June. Lots of baseball. Major leagues get cranking up real good here in the month of June. Your third month of the season. Fouled away at the plate by Camden Yu. 2 strikes on him. Jack LaFaro standing at second base. Adam Glick at first. Yu hits it hard into left field. Left fielder goes for it, but it is foul. Camden Yu just a little bit behind that pitch, and he yanks it foul. Nobody out in the inning. The next one is a ball. Camden Yu trying to get aboard. His teammates on first and second. Looking at the sign down at third base. Yu in the batter's box, ready to go. So is Deal. And he winds, and his pitch to the plate is a curveball inside and a high. So Camden Yu is aboard with a walk. So the bases are loaded now. LaFaro at third, Glick at second, Yu at first. And now Jonah Cartman. One ball and no strike to Cartman. Deals pitch to him. Strike. 1-1 a count. Cartman, the number 7 man in the lineup. And pitches outside for ball 2. Deal has the sign he wants. Comes to Cartman. It's a strike. 2-2 the count. Strike 3 at Cartman. On the outside corner, Deal getting that call. 2 down in the inning. And here's Ryan Blakeman to face Kevin Camphor, the new pitcher. 2 outs in the inning, but the bases are loaded. Big opportunity as Blakeman watches a strike come across the plate. Blakeman grounded out his first time up. Golden opportunity to get back close in this game. And he swings at a high pitch. 0-2 the count to Ryan. Deal allowed 3 runs. He had 5 Ks, and they allowed 4 hits. Ground ball, sharp, down to shortstop. Goes over to third, the force play, and that retires the side. So we will go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. The score remains the same. It is still 7-3. The Brewers leading the Blue Jays. Bottom half of the 4th inning, here's Connor Dunham. Dunham for the Brewers. His team leading by 4 runs. They had the big 3rd inning, and they got 7 to take the big lead. Dunham walked his first time up. He led off the last inning, and he swings and can't get that pitch from Jack LaFaro, who came in and retired 1 batter, just like Camphor did. get out of a jam. 1-1 out of count to Dunham. Next one is a strike now. It's 1-2. The job for Jack Lofaro is to shut him out the rest of the way and hope that his team can come up with the runs necessary to allow themselves another game against these same Brewers. As they started off in this game the right way, leading 3-0. Swung on a miss by Dunham, and that's the first out of the inning. So we go to the top of the order. Here's Ben Jackal. He walked his first time up, or I should say he flied his first time up, and then he walked in the last inning and scored. Got one of the 7 runs for the Brewers. 1 ball and no strike on Ben Jackal. Lofaro has the sign, comes to the plate, and it's a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 account of Ben Jackal. Curveball, but that is a strike. Kind of fooled Ben Jackal immensely. Lafaro's pitch is a good curveball, swung on and missed. There's strike 3. 2 down. Justin Dmll now. Dmll, who gave up the 3 runs. His team came back. They have a chance for the victory. Tough play. Lofaro throws across in time. Nice play by Lofaro, and that retires the side, and they will get over there on their bench as it is still 7-3, Brewers lead. Michael Babikian steps in. He grounded out his first time up back in the second inning. And he hits it hard up the middle past Camphor and into center field. So Babikian is aboard with a hard single to get it started off. They did the same thing in the 4th inning. We're in the top of the 5th now, and they've got to continue to do that type of thing, get guys on, but they need to get them across to have a chance to continue on in this Delmar National, or Delmar Little League, I should say. Teams from the National and the American playing each other. Anthony Balsano, 1 ball and no strike to him. Waved at and couldn't get that one. 1-2 to count to Balsano. Camphor, as the sign he wants, comes to the plate, fouled away. One and 2 to count. Fouled away again. Balsano staying tough. Struck out his first time up. Back in the 3rd. Yeah, get that one. And strikes out. So Balsano strikes out. The first out of the inning. Here's Luke Deveneer. Deveneer made contact the last time up. The center fielder making the error. Pitch is inside to Deveneer. 1 ball and no strike. Camphor has the 1 strikeout in his relief. Abdil hit hard down to second baseman. Second baseman has it. Can't make a play that time. Looked like he had it, but then he dropped it and then tried to throw it over to second, and safe at second base is Babikian. So Dmll aboard on the fielder's choice. And now here's Jared Smith. Smith struck out in the 3rd inning. 1 out here in the 5th inning. First pitch to Smith is a strike from Camphor. Kevin has the sign he wants. Comes to the plate. And hit by the pitch is Jared Smith. So he'll be awarded first base. Babikian now is at 3rd. Dmll is at 2nd. Smith at 1st. Go to the top of the order, Charlie Miller, the dangerous one. He has singled and he has doubled. His team down by 4 runs here in the 5th inning. Can he make contact again? If he does, he'll bring his team closer. Camphor, and a home plate umpire calls timeout. Last time, Charlie Miller did not come around to score. Stranded at second. The first pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Working on a total of 5 outs left are the Blue Jays. The next pitch is a ball up high. They've got to make the most of them to continue on and have a chance to have that 3rd game. Next one is outside. And Camphor now having a little control problems here. MJ Metz wants to come over and talk to him for a moment. Kind of calm him down a little bit. And now Camphor will work to Charlie Miller, the dangerous one. And there's a strike. 3-1 now to Miller. Clouds have virtually cleared here in the coast. Nothing but blue skies. And ball 4, Charlie Miller gets a walk, and they will get a run by virtue of the walk. As coming across is Babikian. It is now 7-4. Dmll is at 3rd. Jared Smith is at 2nd. Charlie Miller is at 1st. And now here is Peter Nelson. Nelson is singled in at 1st. In the 3rd, he struck out, and he waves at the first pitch and doesn't get it. 0-1. But he did that against Deal. He's facing Camphor for the first time is Peter Nelson. Next one is fouled away. Nothing in 2. Peter Nelson wants to help his club out here. The base is juiced. It is now 1-2 to count. Camphor comes to the plate. And he swung at it. Strike 3. Nelson going down, and that's his 2nd out. Nelson wanted to hold up on that pitch, but the first base First base umpire said he went past. He broke his wrist there, trying to hold up. Isaacman hits it to third. Third baseman doesn't get it. 1 run will score on a play. And it is now 7-5. Luke Dmll scores. Jared Smith standing at third. Charlie Miller standing at second. Jack LaFaro is up there at the plate. First pitch is outside for a ball. Base is still juice. LaFaro, great opportunity here. He's walked twice in the game. Curveball is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. 7-5 the score here in the 5th inning. They've only got 4 outs to work with. Trying to make the most out of them to tie up this game or go ahead. Makes contact, hits it past the second baseman. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And sliding into third base safely. They get 2 runs as Jared Smith came in. Charlie Miller coming in. And Isaacman is at third base, sliding there in safely. So we are all tied up at 7-7 now. The go-ahead runners on base. Runners at first and third now. Adam Glick, the batter. 7-7 your score. Blue Jays trying to take the lead now as they have rallied for 4 runs that tie it in this 5th inning. Glick been aboard on an error by the center fielder and in a fielder's choice. Strike to him there by Camphor. Camphor laboring, but they throw it over to second base, and they're able to get the out. And we will go to the bottom half of the 5th inning with the score, the Blue Jays 7 and the Brewers 7. MJ Metz, the top, or rather the bottom of the 5th inning. Metz hits it straight up in the air. Shortstop calling for it, so is the second baseman, but a shortstop will make the play. Adam Glick on a catch, playing shortstop. So Metz skying out to the shortstop. Here's Kevin Camphor. Camphor has been aboard on fielder's choices twice. He's made contact twice. The second time he scored. And that was that exciting 3rd inning for the Brewers. They're at the bottom of the 5th inning. This one hit to the right side. Yu tries to get to it, and he just can't. Had the glove outstretched. And he being one of the taller youngsters out there, he nearly got to the baseball. Camphor stays alive. Jack LaFaro's pitch hit right back to him. He has a tough time with it. His second baseman will have to throw it and gets him just in time. What a play by the second baseman, Charlie Miller. And he tumbled down to the ground hard, but a beautiful, outstanding play by Charlie Miller to get the second out. After LaFaro couldn't get to the baseball. 2 down. Corinna Whirl, the batter. Corinna golfs it. Tough play. LaFaro won't be able to throw it in time, so she gets an infield single. 10-year-old can really, really play. She's only going to get better. Now here's Michael Perrone. Renner Whirl has 2 singles in this game and scored once. Michael Perrone has scored once, and he's got a single and struck out in 2 attempts. Trying to rally his team here and break the 7-7 tie in the bottom of the 5th inning here at Sage Canyon Park at the West Field in this championship majors game for Del Mar Little League. Michael Perrone, 1 ball and no strikes to him. Alfaro works to him down too low. 2-0. Waved at and missed by Perrone. Alfaro works to him and his head to the right side. It's going to drop for a base hit. Renner Whirl goes to second. Roan has a single now. That is his 2nd single of the game, just like Renner Whirl, who preceded him. And now here's Ted Merrifield, who has walked twice. Pitch to Merrifield as swung on and missed for strike 1. Boy, he was trying to get to that pitch. Just a little bit out in front of it. Alfaro taking a little bit off. The next one is a little high, and now it's 1-1. Michael Perrone standing at first. Renner Whirl's at second. Brewers and Blue Jays tied here in the bottom of the 5th. Alfaro's pitch fouled away to the plate. Now it's 2-2 to Ted Merrifield. Evan Galuzzi would like to have a chance on deck. He's had 2 base hits in this game. The next one is hit in shallow center field. Center fielder goes over and makes a play. Nice catch that time by Ryan Blakeman. And we will go to the 6th inning as we are still tied at 7, the Brewers and the Blue Jays. Adam Glick here is the top of the 6th inning for the Blue Jays. They have this inning to try and go ahead and avoid extra innings as it is 7-7 the score. Can the Blue Jays rally again and take the lead in this Del Mar Little League Majors Championship? First pitch is outside for a ball. Remember, Glick was up there when the runner was thrown out at second base, so getting the opportunity to start off the inning. They say he swung at that first offering, 0-2. 0-2 pitch is hit, shallow, but it's foul. As a third baseman trying to get to it, and he ran out of room because it went past that fence. One of the parents or fans over there gets a baseball back in. 0-2 is the count. Home plate umpire said, hold up. Camphor ahead in the count on the hill. And he took one off took something off that pitch and strikes out Adam Glick. 1 out in the inning, the 6th inning. 2 outs to work with now. And here's Camden Yu. The Blue Jays. Camden Yu, who has the strength to hit it out. Had a walk in this game. Was stranded in that 4th inning. Pitch to him is down too low for a ball. 3 balls. And it's outside ball 4, so Camphor now gives up a walk. Use aboard. The go-ahead run is aboard now. Jonah Cartman, who struck out twice, like to try to move him around. The pitch is outside. I believe that's 4 balls in a row now, thrown by Camphor. Fouled away. It's 1-1 now. If you're Camphor, you got to try and get a man who has not been able to get on base out here. Help yourself out, and your teammates. And a strike. 1-2. Camphor ahead in the count against Cartman. Cartman reaches out, hits it right back to Camphor. He goes to second to take the lead runner. They try to get a double play, but not in time. So Cartman aboard on a fielder's choice. They do get the lead runner. Two down, 1 out left. For the Blue Jays, Ryan Blakeman. Pitch to Blakeman. It's a strike. Blue Jays in a season which in regular season had their struggles but made it into the playoffs and have ridden a long, good streak. Can they overtake the Brewers today and continue their momentum here in this playoff game? They need to win so they can play in the afternoon today. Camphor comes to the plate, a little bit outside. Great crowd watching this one. Delmar Little League. Camphor hit into center field. Galuzzi has it, gets it into MJ Metz. But now the Blue Jays have runners on first and second. On the base hit, my Blakeman. Here's Babikian. Cartman in at second. Blakeman at first. Babikian at the plate. He's grounded out and singled. He singled his last time up. And he hits it down to the shortstop, Metz. His play is unassisted to retire the side. After 5.5 innings of play, we are still tied at 7. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 6th inning, Evan Galuzzi is the batter. In the tie game, 7-7. Galuzzi has singled twice. This game could go into extra innings. Unless the Brewers can do something here in their bottom half of the 6th inning. Striking out is Evan Galuzzi. First out of the inning. Bradley Keel will come up. Keel is struck out and flied out. Can't get the first one, 0-1 to Bradley Keel. High and inside. 1-1 to Keel. Jason Chernholm on deck. Waved at and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to count to Keel. Jack LaFaro strikes him out. 2 down as we go to the number 10 man in the order is Jason Chernholm. He struck out and singled 2 trips. Fouled away on that first pitch by Chernholm. 0-1. Faro, you want to have him go 3 up and 3 down. So you can go to the top of the 7th and try and put some runs on a board and then force a threatening scenario. Didn't get the outside corner. It's 1-1 to Chernholm. One ball and 1 strike to Jason Chernholm. Can't get that fastball. Now it's 1-2. LaFaro ahead of the count. Backs off the rubber, now gets back on. Has the one he wants. The 1-2 delivery is waved at and missed for strike 3. LaFaro comes up there on a hill and says, I'm going to go 3 up and 3 down. We'll take it into extra innings. It's still tied at 7. Top of the 7th inning, Anthony Balsano. He's up there, and the first pitch to him is a strike in the outside corner. As Kevin Camphor still is pitching out there. Balsano struck out twice. He did so in the 3rd, and he did so in the 5th. Fouls it away. Now it's 0-2 as Camphor is ahead on him. And what Camphor wants to try to do here is give him and his team an opportunity with a tie game at the bottom half of the 7th inning and trying to win it. That's exactly what Jack LaFaro did in the top of the frame, or the bottom of the last frame, I should say. So, Balsano strikes out. That was right the first time, top of the frame by Balsano. Luke Dmll. Batter. Swings and can't get the first pitch. 0-1. He had the error by the center fielder, and it was a board on fielder's choice, but he scored twice, Dmll. Next pitch is outside. One and one. Dmll. Waved at and missed, and it's now 1-2. Jared Smith on deck. Dmll would like to try to get aboard and be the man who scores 3 times for his team, and that third time would be the charm. It would be the championship. As that ball was inside. 2-2 to count. In a 7-7 game. It's at hard in center field. That's going to be a solid base hit. A nice play by MJ Metz. Get over there. Jared Smith now the batter. Smith, I can't hear you. Jared Smith the batter. Got away from the catcher. Going down second base is Dmll. Remember, the Brewers will get their ups in the bottom half of the inning no matter what the Blue Jays do here in the top half in this extra frames game. Again, the situation you just checked in recently and did not hear that it is up to the Blue Jays to win this game in order to have a third try, as they've already lost once in a best 2 of 3. The Brewers want to shut this down here and get in there in the bottom half of the 7th inning and try and win the game. Three and 2 to count to Jared Smith. His teammate standing on second base halfway around the diamond. As Luke Dmll. Pitch, strike 3. Just caught the outside corner. 2 outs now. We go to the top of the order. The dangerous Charlie Miller, who has singled and doubled in the 3rd. In the 5th inning, he walked, and he scored twice in this game. Stand out second baseman for him. And Dmll motors down to 3rd. He's 60 feet away now from giving him the lead. Remember, they started off with the lead. We're in the 3rd inning, leading 3-0 before it all crumbled. They're able to work their way back to make it go into extra frames. Hit hard into left field. Left fielder makes a catch, and that retires his side. He went back just for a split second and then found a baseball and was able to record the out for the last one here in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. We're still tied at 7. Arthur Noller here in the bottom half of the 7th inning for the Brewers, trying to win this game and the championship against Lafano, but the first pitch is waved at and missed for a strike. Noller has grounded out, and on the base paths He was thrown out. As a pitcher, the attempt to get to first base actually was halted on pitcher's move. Noller wants to get on the base paths here and be the only run that they care about, and that is coming around to score. Here in the bottom half of the 7th inning, they only normally play 6. Waved down and missed, and he strikes out. And not happy that time was Noller. That is his 6th strikeout now for Jack Lafano. And boy, he has done a great job after Isaacman started to labor. He came in, has done a fine job ever since. Here's Connor Dunham. Nice pitch for a strike. And you can easily see why they've worked their way into playoffs. They've gotten better as time has gone on in this season, has the Blue Jays. Going against a team that has been so hard to beat during the regular season and even into the playoffs, as the Blue Jays losing it to them the first time, trying not to do it the second time, because the second time will give away the championship in a well-deserved scenario for the Brewers. Lafano, over an inning plus, has been untouchable. And he gets his 2nd strikeout of the inning. Getting Connor Dunham looking. So the top of the order, Ben Jackal now. In the 1st inning, he flied out to the right fielder. In the 3rd, he walked. In the 4th, he struck out. He is 0 for 2. Pitch to Jackal on a curveball is high. 1 ball and no strikes. If you're the Brewers, it's the top of your order. You want to try to do what you need to do here to try to end this game. But Lafano has been very tough. It's 1-1 now. Or I should say 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Ben Jackal. Ben Jackal ahead in the count, 2-0. Now it's inside and low, ball 3. Now the control evading Jack Lafano. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The extra frame. Little bit high, ball 4. So Ben Jackal gets the walk. He's got 2 of them in this game. And now here's Justin Dmll. Dmll walked in the 1st inning. Sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning. Then he grounded out in the 4th. Dmll started the game pitching. It's to help his team out in a big way here. The first pitch is outside for a ball, and the catcher not able to retrieve it in time, so Ben Jackal goes down to 2nd with a steal. Lafano, control evading him now. Hit down to 3rd base, or shortstop has it, and long throw! Is it time? And that retires the side. Beautiful play that time by Adam Glick. And we go to the top of the 8th inning. It's still tied at 7. Here we go, the top of the 8th inning. Peter Nelson, he singled in the 1st inning and scored. Struck out in the 3rd inning. In the 5th, he struck out. He is 1 for 3. The Blue Jays against Camphor. The off-speed pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. There's a great crowd here watching this one. These two teams have battled each other through 7 innings, and we are now in the 8th. As the Blue Jays saying, I want to play a 3rd game. And they're doing everything they can to make that happen. Pull back on a bunt attempt. It's too high. Nice decision by Peter. You're watching Del Mar Little League. Hit hard to second base. Second baseman has it. Throws across in time. Nicely done by Ben Jackson. Over to Corinna World. So 1 out, and here is Max Isaacman. Isaacman in the first inning, he was hit by the pitch, and then in the 4th, he singled, and then he was aboard on an error in the 5th inning. Did not score any of those 3 times at the plate. A nice bunt to third base. It's fair, the long throw. It is in time, and a beautiful play by the third baseman, and Corinna World to stretch out as far as she could, and there's 2 down now. Justin Deal, the original pitcher, making a great play, along with Corinna World. Here's Jack LaFaro, the current pitcher for his club. Pitch is outside for a ball. Boy, do we have a dandy here in the 8th inning. The first inning, it was a walk for LaFaro, and then he walked again in the 4th, and he singled. He's 1 for 1. Hit hard down the third base line, and it is foul. 1-1. As Jack LaFaro wants to try to straighten it out. Wants to try to help himself out and his club, as he would be the winning pitcher. Next one being outside there, as you saw, 2 balls and 1 strike. Turned to be a beautiful day here at Sage Canyon Park. And this ball is inside now. 3-1. 3-1 to count. Adam Glick is on deck. A 3-1 delivery by Camphor. He took a little bit off it, and now it's 3-2. Nice pitch by Kevin Camphor. 3-2 the count. Hardly any kind of a wind at all. 3-2 delivery, strike 3 on a beautiful pitch as he was able to fool Jack LaFaro. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It is still tied at 7 here at Del Mar Little League. The bottom half of the 8th inning. Both of these teams have played great defensive baseball in an attempt to win this game. The Brewers, the championship, and the Blue Jays to extend this best 2 of 3, as the first pitch is a strike to MJ Metz. He has doubled. He's flying out to shortstop, and he's walked in 3 previous attempts. Hit hard down the third base line, and it is foul. MJ Metz wants to try to straighten it out. 0-2 to count to him. And it's bottom of the 8th inning. Home plate umpire wants time. And now the catcher wants to go out and talk to Jack Lofano. MJ Metz. Dangerous shortstop. The Brewers. LaFaro's pitch is hit hard, high, back over the center field fence, and the game is over. MJ Metz crushes the baseball, and the Brewers win Del Mar Little League 8-7. MJ Metz got all of that pitch, as you saw, and a great game played by the Blue Jays as they took the Brewers into the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Brewers finally being able to win on the home run by shortstop MJ Metz. They felt this was going to be a tough game, the Blue Jays coming into it. And it definitely was, and they had their opportunities, but just could not get what they needed to win this game and make it into a third game of the series. And the Brewers showed why they were the toughest team in Del Mar Little League this year. We hope you enjoyed all the action from Sage Canyon Park. We'll be back with interviews and closing comments from those who participated in this great Little League battle today.
Recognize the American League champions, the Blue Jays. They had an excellent season with a finishing record of 13-8. And let's first welcome out the manager, Todd Glick. Jared Smith, number 11, come on out. All right, Jared Smith, congratulations. Come on over here. Next, Luke DiVenieri. Anthony Balsano. Michael Babikian. Ryan Blakeman. Jonah Cartman. Double-0, Camden Yu. Adam Glick. Jack LaFaro. Max Isaacman. Peter Nelson. And number 1, Charlie Miller. I present to you the American League champions and Del Mar Little League Majors Division runners-up, the Blue Jays. Del Mar Little League Majors Division champions this year. Let's hear it for them. I'd like to call up the manager, Larry Jackal, and his assistant coaches, Dave Deal and Mike Metz. All right, let's hear it for the individual players. First one up, Connor Dunham. Next, Arthur Noller. Jason Charnel. Bradley Keel. Evan Galuzzi. Ted Merrifield. Big Mikey Perrone. Corinna Worrell. Kevin Camphor. Big Bat MJ Metz. Justin Deal. And last but not least, Ben Jackal. Let's hear it for our 2012 Majors Division champion. Let's hear it for both of the teams here today.
Greg G.K. Porter back here after this terrific game. Final score was 8-7 in extra innings, and you are?
MJ Metz.
MJ, talk about your greatest moment of this game. I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I thought the home run was definitely the best part of my game.
All right. You know, what was the pitch, and what were you thinking?
It was, I think, a 1-2 or 0-2 pitch, and I was thinking, all right, protect. He's going to try and blow a fastball by you, and I hit it pretty well, I guess.
You just wanted to make contact, right? And when you make contact, when somebody is throwing pretty hard, it usually results in a big fly, right?
Yeah, it goes a long ways.
All right, so it's not going to be over with for you and your teammates. You guys are going to be on Coast City's tournament champion play. You looking forward to that?
Oh, yeah. I think we can win the whole thing. We have a good team top to bottom. I think we can.
When you're not playing baseball, what do you like to do?
I like to go to the park, hang out with my friends, and just chill. Yeah.
You looking forward to All-Star play also?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, definitely.
You guys should have a pretty good team exhibited from the athletics that I saw today from you young guys. When you're at school, what's your favorite subject?
Right now I think it's math is my favorite subject.
All righty. Best to you and your family, MJ. It's been wonderful watching you and hope to see you in the future, okay?
All right. See ya.
Bye. And you are?
Ben Jackal.
Ben, talk about this game.
Well, today it was really a team effort. We made some errors, and they scored runs, but we fought back and battled all the way through.
You guys are a resilient bunch. You were chased, and you had problems when you played the other game against the Cardinals, but with them scoring first. But it didn't matter because you guys kept your mindset. You guys kept hustling, kept working hard, and you got the result. And same thing today in extra frames, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how we've been all season long. We're always battling, always fighting through the whole game.
Your coaches tell you guys to work, and you guys do the work. What's the thing that you guys do that really helps you out in preparing for games as far as calisthenics and things like that?
Well, at practices, we do a lot of fielding, and we try to do as much fielding as we can. But during the games, if there's an error, we try to bring each other back up, not to worry about it. So,
It's all about that mental approach, right?
yeah.
Okay. Ben, talk about things that are important for you outside of Little League Baseball.
Well, I like playing baseball as much as I can. I like playing with my friends.
All right. When you go to school, you got a favorite subject?
Yeah, math. I've always liked math.
Best to you and your family the rest of the way, and hope to see you again, okay?
Okay, thanks.
And you are?
Justin Deal.
Justin, you got a chance to pitch. Again, stellar performances in both games that we got a chance to see. Obviously, this is something you know how to do during the whole season. Talk about just your team's effort and your effort today.
Well, I feel like the team played pretty well. I mean, we had a couple of errors, but I feel like other people made up for it, and pretty solid game.
You guys always seem to be able to find a way to come through in the clutch. What's your coach tell you to help you with that mindset?
Mostly just it's a 0-0 game. You have to come through, get ahead, and that's how you win.
When you're not playing baseball, what do you like to do, Justin?
I play soccer, skateboard, I don't know. I like doing stuff that's active.
Just keep physically fit, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
At school, you just won an award. Talk a little bit about that award.
Oh, well, the award is Academic All-American and basically straight A's for the second trimester of school. And, yeah, so you just have to work hard.
You definitely know how to do it out there on the diamond as well as in the books. Good luck to you and your family the rest of the way. Hope to see you again, Justin.
Thank you.
And your?
Kevin Camphor.
Kevin, you're getting a round of applause as well as the rest of your teammates at the end of that game. Talk about the feeling.
The fielding was always there. Whenever they hit it hard, they were there to make the play and throw it to first. And when they made an error, they always made up for it.
Kevin, you guys are a resilient bunch, as I mentioned before. What is your take on that? How you guys are able to come through when you need to?
They got up early. We came back. We got up. They came back, and we got up again.
You said never say die, right?
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, they were a strong team, and they played well, at least today. You guys won the first game. And doesn't it help in a best 2 or 3 to get that first game?
It means a lot. Momentum is a big thing in baseball as well in all sports.
When you're not playing this sport, what do you like to play, or what do you like to do?
I like to play basketball, and I like to hang out with friends.
Okay. All righty. Well, good luck to you and the rest of your teammates. Did you win one of those academic things, or are you going to try and get one the next time?
I did win this time.
Okay. Yeah. And that a great feeling, too?
Yep.
All righty. Well, like I said, best to you and your family the rest of the way, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Greg G.K. Porter back here with some of the Blue Jays, and your?
Jack Faro.
Jack, your pitching was really stellar late in the game. Of course, you gave up the walk-off home run, but you really allowed your team an opportunity to win this. Talk about your performance today.
I got the single, scored 2 runs, get extra innings, gives us a chance.
I understand you're good friends with MJ.
Yes, very much.
Well, I tell you what, you guys will probably have opportunities to either maybe play on the same team one day or, opposing teams like this one. But maybe he gets you this time, you get him the next time. Talk about you get to play in the Coast Cities Tournament of Champions. Talk about that.
Go out and play hard. Just play to win. That's all I can say.
I can tell that you were a leader today, and that leading is going to give you an opportunity, great opportunity in that. I think it's single elimination, isn't it not?
I don't really know.
But you're looking forward to it, right?
Yes,
All right.
very much.
Okay. When you're not playing Little League Baseball, what do you like to do?
Golf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good scratch golfer or something?
I wish I was. Just out there having fun.
That's the name of the game. Just learn these games and do the best you can at them and have fun, right?
Yep.
Okay. When you go to school, or did you win one of these academic deals?
I wish I did. No.
Okay, but you'll get it the next time, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay. Well, at school, what's your favorite subject?
Social studies.
Okay. Best to you and your family, Jack. It was wonderful watching you and your team today, and I hope to see you down the line, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
And you are?
I'm Peter Nelson.
Peter, talk about playing in this game today. It was a tough one to lose, but you guys fought back after being behind. You say never say die. Talk about you guys.
Well, we played good. We just couldn't pull through.
getting up on a team is something that you guys can always remember, especially in your biggest game, maybe in your life. You'll be able to use that in the Tournament of Champions, right?
Yes, we'll use it as a source of fire to go out and win because we lost in the championship.
You'll use it as something that, will help you win in one of those games. And, if it doesn't come out that way, at least you guys put out great effort this year. You had a tough season, but in the playoffs, you guys caught fire. Talk about that type of thing.
Well, in the playoffs, we just started to play really well, and we kept winning the close games. 5-3 game, 5-2 game, and then we just got to this championship.
You guys learned a lot about each other, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, when you're not playing baseball, what do you like to do?
I like to play basketball.
At school, do you have a favorite subject?
Math's probably my favorite.
Well, best to you and your family the rest of the way, and hope to see you down the road, okay?
Thank you.
All right. And Jor.
Adam Glick.
Adam, talk about, the good parts about this game.
Well, we played hard, and that team was a very good team, and we stuck with them till the end.
You guys knew that it was going to be a daunting effort, but you got some good performances today. Talk about that.
Well, Jack was outstanding pitching. He struck out the side twice, and we hit the ball very well today.
You definitely did. And, if you guys were going to get beat, it was going to take a monumental effort, and they came through with that, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Give credit to them. They're a great team, and they showed it out there today.
Well spoken. Talk about other things. Did you win one of these academic awards, or were you in the running for it?
Well, I didn't. Writing's my eek thing, but I'll hope to win one next year.
That makes you kids strive, all the kids in the league, right, to try to win one of these academic scholar awards, right?
Yeah, it makes us strive, and we fight to the finish, and we study hard in school.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, anything else you'd like to talk about this season and things that's going to help you guys in the future?
Well, our players are tough, and all of them are great kids, and hopefully they do well in the future.
Best to you and the rest of your family. We hope to see you down the road, okay?
Thanks.
Greg G.K. Porter back here from Sage Canyon Neighborhood Park. It's turned out to be a beautiful day. It was under overcast skies. But coming out was the Blue Jays saying, you know what, we know we have to put runs on the board and we got to put pressure on them. That's exactly what they did. Then came the Brewers. The Brewers found a way to get ahead, but the Blue Jays said, you know what, we're not giving up. And we're going to take this into extra frames. If you're going to beat us, you're going to have to do it in extra frames. And it wasn't until MJ Metz in the bottom of the 8th inning was able to hit a booming home run over the center field fence to win the championship of Del Mar Little League. We hope you enjoyed all of the action. For George Langevin behind the video camera, I'm Greg G.K. Porter saying take care of yourself as always. God bless, and remember to save this one on your hard drive. Bye now.